Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm filming, okay, this is the last 3 videos that I'm filming today, so I'm getting a little exhausted. But today I'm doing a yarn haul, which is really random for me, but I recently picked up like a bunch of yarn and I wanted to talk about it. Let me actually introduce this better. For those of y'all who don't know, I am a knitter, and when Mom and I were kind of out having a girls' day with my aunt on Saturday, we went by a really cute yarn shop, and then I went into Joann's because I was trying to find a specific type of yarn for a project that I was doing, and then I didn't have self-control there either. So I just kind of wanted to show y'all what I've been getting. I don't know if like this will actually end up being an interesting video or not, but I think it'll be super fun. Disclaimer that I'm really just like not the best at actually describing how a yarn is. I'm not a professional, I'm just someone who really enjoys yarn and knitting, and I like being creative and having those ideas, so I'm just gonna get into it. So first I'm gonna get started with my Joann bag, mostly because I've already started knitting with one of them. This was from Linebrand. This is the Just My Stripe yarn. I forget the actual name of it because I was like, oh yeah, I should totally save the label, that way I can be able to say what it is. Guess who didn't do that? But this is what it looks like. It basically creates this very nice stripe pattern. I'm currently knitting a scarf out of it. It's just this really nice variegated tealy aqua blue. I'm pretty certain that this is probably just acrylic, which is very fine with me because I don't so much specifically go off the material of the yarn, but rather the feel, in that like I don't do yarn that is too terribly acrylic or too terribly woolly, just because while those might be really warm, those are very itchy, and I don't like working with itchy yarn because I know I'm not going to wear whatever it is I make out of it. I'm very like texture sensitive. I'm just working on making this like cute little stripy scarf out of it, and I hope it turns out kind of like I think it will, which at this point, since I've been knitting for like 14 years, I can generally get a good feeling for what I know is going to be, you know, a good pattern. I also picked up 2 other Linebrand yarns. This one is their Ferris Wheel, and it is in the shade Buttercup, which is this really cool kind of earthy tone, like with some mustard and orange and lavender and navy. This is 100% acrylic, but it, again, like the other one, it is nice and soft, except this one has a little bit more of like a fuzzy texture to it. Like not a whole lot, in that it's not one of those like really fluffy yarns, but it does kind of give the fuzzy texture that a natural fiber would have, and I really like that. I'm really envisioning this as like maybe a beanie, some fingerless gloves. I think that would kind of be really super cute with it. And then I also, this is the one yarn where I really had no self-control, but it is this Linebrand Landscape yarn, which is so beautiful. Just like look at that swirl there. Oh, this is why I have so much clutter in my life. But this is in the shade Apple Orchard. I think Linebrand just makes acrylic yarns. This is also 100% acrylic, but this is very soft. I love actually working with this. I've used this yarn before, not this specific shade, but I really love this type of yarn because although it's generally the same weight, you can kind of see some variation in the fiber, where it gets thicker and not thicker and thicker and not thicker, and I think that adds like a really cool texture to it, and it adds a lot of visual interest that goes beyond just like the color in it. It is nice and soft. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of this yet, just because I love this color scheme so much that I don't want to make anything that like wouldn't do that color scheme justice. So we're just gonna see how this one turns out. Okay, and now I'm gonna move on to the other yarn that I got from a fancy yarn shop called Dances with Wool. I love punny yarn shop names. So I have 3 things of yarn from there. Let's see if I actually have the labels from these. Well, I only have the label from one of the 3, which is weird, but I got them all like, they come in these skeins that I've tried to wind up on my own before, and that's never worked, so I asked them to wind it up, but I think I only have the label of one of the 3. But the first one, this is the one that's most exciting, and this is the one that I have the label for, and it is this Abrigo Rios yarn in the shade Chameleon. It is a pure merino superwash. This was definitely the most expensive yarn that I bought. This was $17, so occasionally I indulge myself. I'm not gonna claim to be financially responsible when it comes to yarn, but it's this really soft yarn, and I am a huge sucker for just like peacock tones in yarn, and if you look at it up close, it's like has this teal base, but it has this really nice variation in it with some lighter blue tones, some purples and pinks in there, and I think that that is going to make something really, really beautiful. I'm thinking this might end up maybe being a hat. I really want to try and make some socks soon. I didn't buy any sock yarn, but maybe I can make like some thick chunky socks out of the yarn that I did get. And then the other two things of yarn are the same kind. I really wish I had remembered to keep the label of both of these, but these are both $9. I got it in this nice like winey tone, and then this really deep greenish gray color, and these I think would also make some really nice socks. These feel really like soft and cozy. I know that this was some sort of wool, so these were $9 each, and like I said, I'm thinking maybe socks, maybe some cute hats out of this. I really just want to knit a whole bunch of hats for myself and like wear them. That's my goal, so I'm excited to work with these two. And so they also gave me a tape measure free with purchase that says Dances with Wool on it, and it's super cute. And then I got, this was my impulse at the cash register purchase, but I got this really adorable enamel pin. This is $12, and it has this person with purple hair with different like yarn and knitting and crocheting supplies kind of in a headdress. And I think that is so incredibly cute, and I can't wait to wear it. So yeah, that was a yarn haul. It was really random, but I thought it would be fun to make, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll be back to my regularly scheduled makeup content soon, I promise. And anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!